Yeah, we stand for us. We build our own from the block to the throne.
Yo, my lineage laced with a syllable switch. Born in the belly with a system glitch. Where red lines boxed us, but the rhythm ain't paused. We broke through codes like encrypted laws. Got grit in my granddad's Sunday shoes. And a sermon in the scars that my kinfolk bruise. We ain't exiles, we the architects. Every brick they stack, we catch the checks. Barbershop bars with elections wait. Whole block spoke in the cadence of fate. Ain't no journey back, we the land's design. Pan black flame in the marrow of time.
Slide with pride where the roots don't roam. Soul in my stride, built the throne from home. March like maroons with the blueprint flame. Pan black posts in the patriot's name. From chain to change, we bend but don't break. We cook from scratch, still flip the plate. Raise our youth with the rebels' truth. Support our own, that's the fountain.
Talk in tones like a field chant flip. From trap house trauma, the scholarship scripts. They remix pain, but my cadence reclaim. I rhyme with range, both storm and flame. Block party blues in a section 8 echo. Graffiti gospel in a lunchline stiletto. We fed whole cities from a ration plate. Made feast from a famine, now we legislate. I'm not from the gospel, I'm from the drought. From the cradle of riots where they count us out. Now we cashing in on that census lie. Pan black pride where the Congress eye.
Slide with pride where the roots don't roam. Soul in my stride, built the throne from home. March like maroons with the blueprint flame. Pan black posts in the patriot's name. From chain to change, we bend but don't break. We cook from scraps, still flip the plate. Raise our youth with the rebels' truth. Support our own, that's the fountain.
Now watch this, I switch pitch like a preacher in praise. Every line's a libation to the sun-soaked maze. Oakland Nights, to be more fights. We ghost in the gap and glow in plight. They talk pan-African, I'm pan-black spine. Backbone of movements with a metronome grind. Street lecture loops, got the elders nod and turn trauma into tempo. Painting the doctrine, we ain't background. We foreground flames, the reason they remix, rename and reframe, not repatriate. We regenerate roots. Black Americans salute the truth.
Slide with pride where the roots don't roam. Soul in my
Y'all come on up in here, hit that like button. We're about to get started.
Pan black posts in the patriot's name. From chain to change, we bend but don't break. We cook from scraps, still flip the plate. Raise our youth with the rebels' truth. Support our own, that's the fountain proof.
Pan black American, bold and free. We the root, the route, the right to be.
Y'all come on up in here. Let me see. We about to get started here. Give me 1 second here.
They tried to mute the message.
Sending out invites real quick, yo.
Spirit's still sweet. You can't cancel what's divine.
But I'm still here breathing. Talk truth, now they call that treason. Blacklisted, but I shine each season. Turn pain into beats, made the struggle a beacon. Shadow band, but the light still beams. They censor the voice, but can't kill the dream. Try to cut cords, I still straight from the crest. I'm banned, I'm blocked, but I'm infinitely blessed. Static, born in interference. Truth on wax, spit with perseverance. Algorithms dodge me, but I dodge defeat. Talk from the soul while they monitor speech. Cancelled in code, but my code divine. Every bar encrypted with the holy design. Mic in my palm, feel the psalms in my fist. Radio silence, but I still persist. Broadcast from basements, gospel and grind. Podcast rebel, message in time. They fear the words cause the truth too blessed. Say less, but still manifest success. But I'm still here breathing. Talk truth, now they call that treason. Blacklisted, but I shine each season. Turn pain into beats, make the struggle a beacon. Shadow band, but the light still beams. beams. They censor the voice but can't kill the dream. Trying to cut cords, I see straight from the crest. I'm banned, I'm blind, but I'm infinitely blessed. Silicone chains, digital whip crack, but I slip through scripts with a click-clack syntax. They trap the truth in terms of service, but I serve sermons through verses on purpose. I'm the glitch in the feed, the flaw in the trend, the voice of the street, the start and the end. Smoke facts in the cracks where the light leaks in. They flat me for fire, but I rise again. Cross wires, still I broadcast bold. From analog roots to a band with gold. Sank in the shadow, but I sparked in the depth. Came out the block, still infinitely blessed.
But I'm still here breathing.
Talk truth, now they call that treason. Blacklisted, but I shine each season. Turn pain into peace, make the struggle a beacon.
Y'all coming up in here, we about to get started here.
They censor the voice, but can't kill the dream. Try to cut cords, I still stream from the crest. I'm banned,
I'm blocked, but I'm infinitely
my voice
blessed.
ain't a glitch, it's a gospel in code. Speaking layers like the scrolls unfold. They scroll past truth, but I'm built to teach. Each stream a baptism, a digital preach. Ghost in the feed, but my spirit's loud. I rose through the ranks in the shadow crowd. Truth ain't viral, but it echoes eternal. I spit like prophets to boost my journal. Content flag, but the content's fire. I'm the band bar that your soul admire. Blessed by storms, baptized in test. They block the man, but never the quest. Blocked, but I'm still here breathing. Talk truth, now they call that treason. Blacklisted, but I shine each season. Turn pain into peace, make the struggle a beacon. Shadow band, but the light still beams. They
All right, y'all, we about to get to it.
Try to cut cords, I still straight from the crest. I'm banned, I'm blocked,
But I'm infinitely blessed. All right. What's going on, everybody? We about to get to it, man. I want to give y'all some game real quick here. Y'all know what's going on. We got a political theater going on. We got billionaires beefing out here. What does that mean for the foundation of Black America? We're about to get into it, man. I'm about to give y'all the real game here. And it's just, a lot of things going on, man. I'm going to give you my perspective, though. I want to bring people up. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think is going on, because this is our country. What's going on in our country, y'all? What's going on, man? I thought Trump and your boy was cool. I thought everything was good with them, right? Didn't we think that? Or did we eventually knew that it was going to break up because of the egos, right? We eventually knew that this bromance wasn't going to last. You know what I mean? We eventually knew that this bromance wasn't going to last. But I'm going to give y'all my twist on it, because I think Elon's in the wrong. It's my opinion. I think Elon's been infiltrated, y'all. Elon's been infiltrated, y'all. I think they got to him. I think they finally got to him. I don't know. Or maybe they got to Trump. I don't know. But we about to talk about it, And all this is doing is really setting the stage for one people. All this is really doing is really setting the stage for foundational Black Americans. If y'all really tapped into frequency. If y'all really tapped into frequency, let me get these lights on. Boom, do it like that. Yeah, there we go. If y'all really tapped in to frequency, y'all know this is all setting the stage for one group of people, for one lineage, for us, family. This is all setting the stage for us. If you really know what's going on. Okay, I gotta get this. Okay, we're gonna fix this stuff. It's all setting the stage for us. If you're a foundational Black American, wasn't Elon losing big money with Trump? Yeah, Elon was losing some money, man. Tesla stock was crashing, was going down. I think it went down 14%. And that whole little let's keep it a buck. Elon knew that Trump was going to take off the mandate for electric cars. He knew that. He knew that before he signed up. So why did he switch up? Why all of a sudden now? Why all of a sudden now you praise Trump? You praise Trump all these years, and you realize that Trump, he was telling you, hey man, I'm doing this. And you were like, yeah, we love Trump. We love Trump. And Trump was telling you to your face what he was going to do. He told you he was going to gut your business. He told you. And then he commended you for following him, saying, hey man, even though you know I'm going to take the mandate off of electric cars, even though you know that voting for me, is it fake, bro? Is it fake? We got one in here that says, hey man, this is a political theater and it's a distraction. Okay, I like that. But yeah, man, he knew. That's what I'm saying. Like, all of a sudden he shows up with a black eye and they try to blame it on his son. Like his son, like, listen, have you ever been popped in the eye by a kid? By a little kid? Have you ever been popped in the eye by a little kid? I ain't never seen no black eye. I ain't never seen nobody get popped in the eye by a little kid and get a black eye. I ain't never seen somebody get popped in the eye by a little kid and get a black eye. Me, I've never seen it. Never seen it. But hey, it's possible. Anything's possible in America right now. Anything's possible. Let me tell y'all something, man. Do not believe your eyes. Do not believe your eyes. Especially with all this AI, deep fake. Do not believe your eyes right now. You gotta be, if you're gonna believe anything, you gotta be looking with your third eye. You gotta be peeping everything with your third eye. You gotta wake up your pineal gland, y'all. Y'all gotta wake it up. You gotta decalcify it. You gotta start eating the right food. You gotta start drinking the right water, even. You know what I'm saying? Because it's in your water too. So y'all gotta come out of this system. This system is taking y'all out. This system is keeping y'all asleep. This matrix has you confused, fooled, and in a trance on a daily basis. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. We going down the rabbit hole today. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. We are deep diving into the rabbit hole. I want y'all to understand that this is a setup. All of this is a setup. All of it. And if you're not awake, you'll miss the alley-oop. If you don't know what play they running, you're going to miss that back door. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to miss that backdoor pass if you don't know the play they running. If you're not ahead of the game, you'll be fooled by what your eyes are telling you. You got to pay attention. It's the bait and switch. It's the sleight of hand. It's happening right before our eyes. And y'all know, let's be real. Are y'all looking at news for information, or are you looking at news for entertainment? Let's keep it a buck. When has news really been the news? If y'all not, again, where my boy cousin at? If y'all not plugged into the grassroots media, you don't even really know what's going on, to be honest with you. I'm not trusting anybody on television to tell me what's real and what's not real. Those are the actors. Those are paid actors to give me news. Think about that. Paid actors are out here telling you what's going on in the world, telling you what to think, how to think. These are paid actors, y'all. I'm not paying attention to no damn paid actor. It's a show. If I want to be entertained, I'll go to the movies. I'm not going to sit there and get my entertainment from no news, from some legacy media. This is all a political Ponzi scheme, y'all, and y'all need to wake up. Billionaires beefing. But let me tell you what I think, man. I think Elon is having buyer's remorse. Elon is having buyer's remorse. They tried to tell Elon that Trump was going to turn on you. They tried to tell Trump. The other billionaires who dealt with Trump, they tried to tell Elon that, hey man, Trump gonna tell you what you want to hear, but don't believe him. Don't believe him. Everybody tried to say, hey man, Trump is this way. I mean, listen, how all of a sudden Elon starts saying Trump is on the Epstein files. Did y'all know that? Out of nowhere, he just started. I mean, you can literally tweet anything. Think about it. You can literally tweet anything. Anything. All this time he's been buddy with Trump. And then he gonna go and say, Trump is on the Epstein file? And that's the reason why it hasn't come out yet? And that could be true. That could be true. But you knew that before you knew that before you was out there rallying and telling everybody to vote for him. You knew that. Why all of a sudden now the feelings change? When you realize working for Donald Trump is not good for business, right? When you realize working for Donald Trump, you gonna get all your projects snatched from the government. When you realize Trump wasn't gonna put your guy in NASA, he was gonna put his guy in NASA. And if y'all know, this is for entertainment purposes only today, because we're going down the rabbit hole, allegedly. We're going down the rabbit hole, allegedly. Okay. NASA is Lucifer. So now you had a Democrats controlling NASA. Now we're going to see Republicans control NASA? What? What's going on? What's really going on here, family? What's really going on here? One occult leader for another, I don't know. Is he an occult leader? I don't know. One occult leader for another one? NASA, think about it. Entertainment purposes only, TikTok. I'm going down the rabbit hole. I'm just, we're theorizing. We don't know what's really going on, so we're guessing. We're guessing. If NASA is the occult, and Elon wants one person in to be in charge of NASA, and Trump says, well, I don't want to give Democrats too much power, so I'm going to put one of my guys up in there, and he's going to be the new shaman. He's going to be the new deceptor of outer space, because y'all believe in outer space, right? Y'all believe when y'all look up into the sky, those are stars out there, right? Y'all believe that. Y'all believe space is black and it's gassy and there's no air up there, and we living in this perfect little circle of a planet, globe, dome, whatever. Y'all believe that. Y'all believe that. Y'all don't know that we live in a realm. Y'all don't understand that. Y'all don't understand that everything comes from up under, never from above. Y'all don't understand that. We're going down the rabbit hole today, my friends. We're going down to entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. And I'm about to make it all make sense here in a minute, because we're going down the rabbit hole. We got billionaires beefing on TV. It's political theater being played out in front of it. It's a bromance. It's a breakup. Are they going to get back together? Are they not? We don't know. But what I can tell you this. Let me make sense of it all. What I can tell you is this. You ready? You ready for this? You ready for this, family? Thank you. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. You ready for this, family? Where my FBA family at? You ready for this? What time do you think it is? I'm gonna tell you what time you think. I'm gonna tell you what time it is. It's time. It's now more than ever. Now more than ever. We need our own political party. We are witnessing the destruction. Well, the Democrats being cooked, y'all. Y'all know the Democratic Party is cooked. Cooked, 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 cooked. If you are still a starch Democrat, you are mud. Your brain has been on drugs. And we're witnessing the Republican Party implode from the inside out. This figure Trump, this ninja Trump, has come in and did the impossible, y'all. He has destroyed both sides. He has destroyed the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. One man came in. One man. One man came in and mixed, intermingled, effed the system. He said, middle finger to the system. One man came in. Who would have thought that? Think about this, family. Who would have thought that was possible? Who would have thought that was even possible? One man came in and just destroyed, entertainment purposes only, TikTok, America. The America that we know is no more. The system that we're used to living under is done, y'all. Did y'all know that? It's cooked. The political parties, both of the political parties are cooked. It's over. If you're still hanging on to the old way of life, you don't know what just happened. You have no clue. You people are so clueless. Remember that movie Clueless? You are clueless. You've been asleep for so long, you don't know which way is up, which way is down. You think the system is still going? You really believe that? If you believe the system is still going, you are really cooked. Oh my God, you are really cooked. Oh my God, this is all political theater, family. You're witnessing right before your eyes the destruction of both political parties, and no one knew it was even possible. We thought we was going to be stuck in a two-party system forever. Well, where my FBA family at? This is good news for us. I don't know about everybody else, but this is good news for us. This is good news for us, bad news for them. Some of y'all just gonna stay confused because y'all don't know what's going on. Some of y'all gonna get excited. And a lot of y'all just gonna get y'all popcorn out and just keep watching. Cause it's all entertainment, people. It's a political theater going on. It's all entertainment. So just eat your popcorn. Sit back and watch. Watch the literal destruction. The literal entertainment purposes only TikTok. We're going down the rabbit hole today. 10-4. We're going down the rabbit hole. This is for entertainment purpose. Everything I'm saying is alleged. You need to do your own. Before you listen to me, go do your own research. Go figure out for yourself. Don't listen to me when you can do your own damn research. Don't pay attention to the guy on the screen. Okay? Don't pay attention to this guy on the screen. Okay? Look behind the curtain. It's time for you to look behind the curtain and wake the hell up. I can't be the only one I can't be the only one telling y'all the game, giving y'all the game, man. It's time that y'all start doing your own due diligence and figuring out that this money that you playing with ain't even real. Entertainment purposes only, TikTok. We're going down the rabbit hole. Okay, I'm just taking people down the rabbit hole. This is for entertainment purposes only. We're going down the rabbit hole. Hold your nose. We're doing a deep dive. We're doing a deep dive into the chaotic mind. Billionaires are beefing on TV, and y'all sitting back thinking it's another Tuesday. Y'all thinking, ho hum, it's another day. Y'all thinking y'all don't understand that y'all have entered into the twilight zone. First of all, the Trump being elected again is the twilight zone. That's the twilight. Y'all thinking America's going to be a great again? No. There might not be an America, y'all. Going down the twilight zone. We going down the rabbit hole. Everything I'm saying is just for shits and giggles, entertainment purposes only. I gotta say that because when I kick the real game, y'all not ready. Yeah, it's liberals' fault. It's the radical right. It's the radical left. Let's keep playing that game. Let's keep playing that game, people. Let's keep playing that game. I'm telling you, let's keep playing the game because that's what they want you to do. Yeah, Elon's crashing out. Think about this. Elon Musk is crashing out. Black Eye, Epstein files. Elon is crashing out, y'all. His spectrum that he's on is malfunctioning. He doesn't know how to handle it. He's realizing that, hey, they're switching the system. They're taking the rug right from up under him. His money, he might not even be worth $1 billion come the end of this term. Matter of fact, all y'all money might not be worth nothing at the end of this term. And if you're a foundational black American, oh my God, just get happy. This is our time, people. I don't know about everybody. I can't speak for everybody else. I can't speak for y'all. But I can tell you this. Isn't it time we start our own political party? Peace, love, reparations, and the blockchain, my people. But isn't it time we start our own political? When are the people gonna say, you know what? Why should I trust my life? Why should I put my hands? Why should I put all my trust into mainstream media, corporations, billionaires, elites? When have they ever had my best intention? When have they ever had me in mind? Matter of fact, let me tell you what the only thing they had was you on the chopping block. If you're in this system, you have always been on the chopping block, people. You've always been disposable. You've always been disposable. Always. They've never taken the people seriously. Otherwise, they would tell you the truth. They wouldn't treat you like children. Think about that. You don't tell children the truth because you feel like they can't handle the truth, right? So what do you think? What do you think they think you are? They think you're a grown adult. Are they treating you like an adult? Are they really treating you like an adult, or are they treating you like children? They got their little puppet mittens on. They want to be all soft and they want to pet you like a dog. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. But is it really? Is it really okay? We're watching a billionaire crash out because he's realizing the money ain't gold. The money ain't gold, y'all. It ain't real. It's just numbers on the screen that says you're worth this, and you believe it. But they showed you, Bank of America showed you that, hey man, if we don't want you to pay your bills, you can't pay your bills. All we gotta do is zero out your bank account at any moment, and you're just gonna keep showing up to the bank like there's money in the bank. The money's been gone, family. Fractional. If you know anything about fractional banking, the money's been gone. You're all on a credit system. All of you, every one of you. TikTok, this is entertainment purposes only. We just going down the rabbit hole here. We're only going down the rabbit hole here. I'm not here to, y'all don't have to believe me. Why don't you peek behind the curtain? I double dare you. I double dare you to peek behind the curtain and see who's really pulling the strings. I double dare you. I triple dog dare you. Why won't you look behind the curtain? Fallen kingdom. And let me tell you something. The only people that's not scared. Let me tell you the only people who are not scared. See, everybody else, y'all are ruled by fear. But if you see this hat on my head, FBA, we ain't scared. Oh no. Oh no. We ain't afraid of nothing. We ain't afraid of nothing. Where my indigenous black Americans at? Are you afraid? Nah. We not afraid. Y'all the only one scared because y'all holding on to the lie. You who choose the lie over the truth is scared. You who choose the lie over the truth is scared. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all right now, listen. I'm not here to explain anything to you. So don't ask me questions. What's FBA? If you don't know, that means you don't got you a safety net. You don't have a lifeboat. You don't have a lifeboat. That's just what it is. I can't say nothing else. I'm safe and sound. It's y'all who are believing the lies that are not safe and sound. It's y'all who want to be under propaganda and witchcraft your whole life. That's not safe. You who have to be led like sheep. See, you sheep are afraid. Sheep are always going to be afraid. They're afraid of everything. All they know to do is follow the leader. So keep following the leader. Keep following your leader. And let's see where he leads you. Because you obviously are not qualified to think for yourself, are you? You're not qualified. You're not qualified, sir or ma'am. You're not qualified. That's why you're afraid. But if you are me, if you're of the lineage, man, you happy. It's time for y'all to rejoice. Rejoice. Because this one system that has enslaved and enchained your children and your children's children's children is finally coming to an end. Finally. We've been waiting for this. And guess what, y'all? And guess what? Guess who you have to blame? Are you ready for this? You can only blame the person that believes the lie. You can only blame the person that believes the lie. Those who follow truth, those who are righteous people on this globe, if you're a righteous person, you have nothing to worry about. If you're a degenerate, right? If you're a degenerate, if you're a Diddy character, if you're a character in the movie, if you're a degenerate, if you're a low-life degenerate, trailer park, project, living, you living off the government all your life, not standing on business, you should be scared. If you're getting government handouts, you should be scared. But if you decide to take control of your life and be held accountable and then do something about it, you don't got nothing to worry about. If your third eye is opening, or you're coming to the moment where your mind, where you're awakening out of the sleep and slumber, and you're deciding to walk out of the matrix and not be a bot and not be controlled by your emotions, you have nothing to worry about, family. You have nothing to worry about. Man, if you, I feel bad. Well, I'm not gonna say I feel. I don't feel bad for any of y'all. I don't feel bad for any. I don't feel bad for immigrants. I don't feel bad for anybody. Everybody, you got to take ownership of your life. You got to take ownership of this ship that you're navigating, that you're on. See, if you look in the mirror and you lie to yourself, who is the fool? If you wake up and you go to the mirror and you're not happy with what you see, and you have to put on the monster just to walk outside, you have to put your filter on before you walk outside, it's not my fault. I'd rather be me. And that's one thing I like being a foundational Black American. Foundational Black American, we ain't never tried to be y'all. We just only want to be us. That's it. That's it. If you not happy with you the problem. I'm happy, y'all. I'm gonna watch this, and I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna just sit here, and I'm gonna do the head. Y'all remember the head nod when you see somebody that's your brother, you be like, and they give it to you back, you're like, yeah, that's my folk right there. What's understood doesn't need to be said. I have to speak in code, people. I have to speak in code because some of y'all just aren't meant to catch what's happening. Is this a billionaire beef, or is this just another distraction? TikTok, this is only for entertainment purposes because we got to go down the rabbit hole. We got to go down the rabbit hole. This is only for entertainment purposes. Really, it is. Really, it is. So, let me tell you something. Not caring doesn't change anything, family. You can say, I don't care. Did you change anything when you said that? Nope. It probably just means you're going down with the ship too. It probably just means you're going down with the ship too. That's what it probably means. So, welcome to the Too Much Moxie show, where the truth don't flinch. The truth don't flinch. And the people don't fold. Who my people? Where my FBA people at? We don't fold. Today we ain't here to pick between Trump or Musk, because we know they both. We know at least Musk is crashing out. We're here to expose them both. Billionaires feuding while Black folks keep losing. This ain't entertainment, but it is entertainment. But it is entertainment. But this is for your wake-up call. Got some questions for the family. I want to bring some people up. We want to talk about it. Because I don't want to sit here and give y'all, I don't want to sit here and tell y'all, I don't want to think for you guys. I want you to think for yourself. I want you to think for yourself. I want you to peel back the layers yourself. I want to bring up some people, bring up a panel. I want the audience to rock with me. And I want to ask y'all some questions, man. Somebody said, let it play out. Yeah. It's a movie, right? Right? What do you do when you watching a movie? You just let it play out. The plot is already on the scene. The schemes is being ran. Trump running his play. Elon is running his play. This is a chess match. Who's gonna win? Are you too idealistic? Being true to yourself doesn't mean you've nothing to worry about. Let me tell you something, man. Some of y'all do got something to worry about. Y'all put y'all faith in the wrong system. Y'all don't know who the Most High is. Y'all don't know who the real ancestors are. Y'all don't know who the real people is. Some of y'all got tailbones. You know the tailbone? Some of y'all got tails. Entertainment purposes only, TikTok. Some of y'all got tails. Some of y'all walk on all fours, and some of y'all stand upright. That's all I'm going to say. I'm speaking in code because I know my people know. I know my people know, but y'all don't know. You confused, but I'm not confused. I may sound confused, but I'm not really confused, folks. Y'all the one getting played. I woke up 6-7 years ago. I said, let me turn this damn TV off because it ain't doing nothing but feeding me propaganda and witchcraft. You the one that kept the TV on. You the one that kept watching. You the one that kept being distracted. You the one that watched football, basketball, swimming, sports. You the one that's doing all that stuff. You the one that started watching politics like a soap opera. You the one. You the one that got invested into this system. That may or may not be tumbling down right before your very eyes. Did y'all know there's a book out that says Trump could be the last president? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know there's a book out? This entertainment purposes only, TikTok. Did y'all know there was a book written about the last president? About when one thing happens, when both political parties become, when they go, there's a book out. There's a book out. There's a book out that's been out that says your whole world is about to be rocked. Some of y'all don't know your TV about to be turned off. Some of y'all don't know. Yeah, it was written in the 1800s. Some people know about it. Some people know about it. Yes, it's also in the Bible. Yes, some people know about it. But let me tell you who is scared. No, this ain't fear mongering, man. Don't say this is fear mongering. Because if you're awake, you're awake. If you're not awake, then that's on you. That's on you. I'm just telling you to peel. But listen, if you got fear in your heart, if you got fear in you, I didn't put it this way. I didn't put it there. You were already afraid. You can't stop what's happening. That's true. That's true. You can't stop what's right. We cannot stop what's happening, right? We know we can't stop what's happening. It's the play is being ran. Those who know. But let me ask you this, family. Let me go back to this. I'm gonna bring people up in a minute. Let me go back to this. Are you ready to start your own political party yet? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I got some questions. Let me start bringing some people up. Did you say Mars occulted by Democrats? Man, I said everything is, I said NASA was. This is for entertainment purposes only, TikTok. See, when I start talking that real stuff, I got to tell y'all this is just for entertainment purposes only because some of y'all might believe a lie over the truth. And some of y'all, I might, we might be talking and then this screen just close up like this and then no more information. So I gotta be codified on here. I gotta be as codified as possible. And I got to confuse as many of y'all as possible. And only the real ones are going to understand what I'm talking about today. Because I don't want my TV to get turned off either. You understand what I'm saying? I got to be careful. I got to be careful with y'all because some of y'all are still children. So I got to give it to y'all in entertainment so y'all can handle it. Because y'all don't listen. Here's what's going on, man. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Here's what's going on. Here's what's going on. Everything is being played out in front of your face. And because you're under so much heavy propaganda and witchcraft, because your whole life has been heavy propaganda and heavy witchcraft, They can tell they can actually do something right in front of your face, and you won't even know you won't even know if it's real or not. They could tell you the truth, and you still gonna believe the lie. They done messed y'all up so much. They done psyoped you so much. They done lied. They done gave you 100 years, 200 years of lies. That the moment somebody tells you the truth, you attack them. You will defend the lie unto your unaliving. You understand that? You will defend the lie to your unaliving. I could be straightforward and just tell you the truth. And you know what y'all gonna do? Change the channel. Because the truth is no longer interesting anymore. The drama is more real than the boring truth. The truth has become boring. You understand? The truth has become boring that you cannot palate the truth anymore. The drama is like sugar. You're addicted. You're addicted to degeneracy. You the one that keep turning on Love and Hip Hop. You the one that keep on turning on reality TV. You're the one that keep watching black trauma like it's corn. You're the one that's looking for Sex in the City and degenerate lifestyle. You're looking for Diddy characters. You're looking for this. And you know what the algorithm is going to do? It's going to keep feeding you what you're looking for. Once the algorithm figures out what you like, nothing is real anymore, family. Nothing is real anymore. Nothing is what it seems. Nothing is what it seems. I want you to understand nothing is what it seems, people. When you have Kanye West crashing out, another billionaire crashing out, and now you have Elon Musk crashing out, your spidey senses should be jumping right now. When you got Putin, drones, entertainment purposes only TikTok, we just going down the rabbit hole. We just going down the rabbit hole. So here's the crazy part. They got you dancing for fake money. They got you on a puppet string with nothing, and they're laughing at you. Here's $1 million, sir. That's really not worth anything. But you're going to dance to the tune because they gave you $1 million. You're going to dance. You're going to do whatever master say. You slave are going to do whatever master say do. You understand that? You slave are going to do whatever master say do. We sick, boss? We sick? Yeah. Yeah, we are sick. Y'all don't get it. I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on. You are ruled by psychopaths. And you love it. Yeah, you're just as sick as them. Let's keep it. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Because I don't want to, I don't want to drag this out too long. I don't want to drag this out too long. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Come up in the box, man. Let's have a conversation, people. I just want to ask, is Elon Musk protecting his money or is he fighting for America? What do y'all believe? Do y'all really believe that? Elon called Trump's big, beautiful bill a disgusting abomination. He who's trying to so-called save all this money, he's trying to save all this money, and now Trump is trying to. What do you think? What do you think leaders? What do you think? What do you think politicians and presidents do? You think they're really about saving money? So you tell. Listen. If y'all think that Elon is trying to protect his money protect the bag. I want you to put $. I want you to put the money bag in the comments. If you think Elon is trying to protect his money, put the money sign in the chat. If you really think that America, if he's really worried about the national debt, I want you to put America. Put America in the chat, or put the money sign or the bag in the chat. What do you think? Is Elon really trying to protect his money, or is he fighting for America? What do you think? I'm going to leave it up to y'all. I want y'all to tell me. Is Elon protecting the bag, or is he fighting for America? Because if you looked on his Twitter page, he only got one thing right. Are you ready to start your own political party? Are you ready? When is America going to come out of what they call it? The two-player Monty or whatever. What do they call it? When are you gonna stop playing the game of Democrat and Republican? When are you gonna stop identifying with the political party and start identifying with what's really real? Are you a man of the people, or are you a man of politics? Which one are you? Which one are you? Are you for your lineage, or are you for the destruction of all society? Somebody came on my platform the other day. Maybe y'all know who. If y'all follow me, y'all know. He came on the platform and he told y'all that since 2020, or since the year 2000, the money hasn't been real. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. We are going down the rabbit hole. 10-4 Delta 2 Niner. We are going down the rabbit hole today. We're going down. We're going down. We're going down the rabbit hole, y'all. We're going down. It's about to go down. Y'all tell me, man. We got billionaires crashing out. It's a two-man Monty being played right before our very eyes. It's chess is in a foot, or it could be they don't know what the hell they're doing. They're just doing anything for theater.
Good morning.
And we're eating it up. What's up, 𝗔𝗯ance? 𝗔𝗯ance, is that your name?
Yes.
Talk to me, girl. Talk to me. What do you think, man? Is Trump, is Elon crashing out? Is Elon for the people, or is he for his own money?
I'm just here listening. I'm really shy, and it's my first time coming up on someone live, so I'm just here listening to you, schooling myself a little bit more about what's going on.
Okay.
But I don't have too much to say. I apologize.
Okay, don't worry. I'm not gonna shame you. Just sit tight. If you got something to say, we'll let you speak. Let me go to the other speakers here. We're gonna chop up some game, y'all. I want y'all to really understand what's going on here. So we'll come back to you, okay? We'll come back to you.
Thank you, babe.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What's up, brother?
What's going on, sir? What's going on? Talk to me. Is Elon for the people, or is he for the money? What's going on?
Those two there, it's like when you check their political name, like Mega and Dog, right? When they have their political name, right? It's Mega and Dog, right?
Doge, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Megan
and So when you spell them backwards, go and look what they mean. Then you will see why they are like this. Or
when you spell them backwards.
Yeah,
we really going down the rabbit hole. Okay, he said MAGA and Dog. If you spell them backwards, we gonna find out. So EGOD, and what else? What's Agam? What does that mean?
Go. Just go and look for the what it means. It means ignorant.
I think you're losing the chat, brother. Maybe you should come back another time, brother, because I think you're losing the chat, brother. No disrespect. But just come back another time, brother. I don't know what he's talking about, y'all. Y'all think I'm crazy. Y'all think this is for entertainment purposes only TikTok. But I don't know what this guy was talking about. BTT, what's going on?
Greetings, my brother.
What's going on?
How you doing this morning?
Man, we living life, man. We're enjoying the new world that's about to be shaped right in front of our eyes. We ain't scared.
I'm with you all day, my brother, because I'm FBA all
Come
day
on.
and
See,
all
if you
night.
FBA, you safe and sound, baby. You don't got to worry about a damn thing.
Brother,
Hell yeah.
Come on.
once black people stop bowing their head and look up to God of gods and stop bowing their head to those others God and asking their God to give them something and realize and recognize that God of God is in heaven. And if he in heaven, what you bowing your head for? I have never talked to anybody and turned my back and we continue the conversation. You asking God for something, but you bowing your head and telling him to look at the back of my head and know who I am, as I don't look up to you and ask you for what I'm asking for. Because if you look up to him, he gonna look down and see you and make sure that you have what you supposed to have. Just like you in the position right now. I stopped when I seen that FBA hat. Man, I'm please, my brother.
They don't know.
That's all I'm about. Because when you said FBA and we ain't worried, that's why I stopped, my brother. Yeah.
They don't know.
What,
they don't know. We gonna let them. We gonna let those who know
trying to imitate us. The whole wide world imitate us.
Those who don't know, they just don't know.
What is the reason to worry about? Because God of God said he gonna put his chosen people in a new land, and the whole wide world gonna imitate them. I'm just going by what I see.
That's
the whole wide world imitate us as they trying to tell us we ain't got nothing, but they imitating us as we ain't got nothing.
That's it. Miss Kitty Cat. Miss Kitty Cat.
Yes, hey brother, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you, sister. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna try and keep it short and sweet. You know, as soon as I turned on, as soon as I put TikTok on, you know, you was the first thing that came up, and it's definitely, you know, that energy that sent me here because, you know, everything that you saying, I've been saying all along, and I'm gonna try and keep it short and sweet. But I'm about to hit y'all with a whole bunch of stuff.
Don't people just feel it? Don't people just feel? If you're not in tune with what's real, if you can't feel the vibration, the frequency, I don't know what to tell you. You got to be frequency talk right here.
Absolutely. And you know, and I don't mean to be negative Nancy, but the two callers that had called in, I guess they was excited about being online, and the other brother must have thought we was talking about something else. But everybody on this page need to pay very close attention to what I'm saying right now. Everything that's going on in this media, mainstream media, is a distraction.
Hold on. Before you get cooking, let me just say this. TikTok. This is for entertainment.
TikTok is for entertainment purposes only.
We going down the rabbit hole here. You got to rock with us real quick. Go ahead.
Yes, we just kicking and guffawing with each other. Okay, this is just for entertainment. As I was saying, everything that we are seeing on these mainstream media is a distraction. It's so much going on behind those scenes, behind those lies. We need to pay attention to what the 1% or the 0.5% is doing. All these tunnels and these cities underground that they building and stockpiling food. What's that for? NASA, the agency that monitors the sky. What are they doing? They buying fleets and fleets and fleets of cars that don't have no computers in them whatsoever. So if we get hit with that excuse my language, I'm just so excited right now, I can't get it together. But you know what I'm talking about. We get hit with that big energy blast. Anything but a computer, it's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. So what's the science behind that? These are things that should make you go,
All this stuff in the media. Entertainment purposes only, TikTok.
Entertainment purposes only. Okay, all this stuff that's going on while they keep playing it over and over again with the Diddy trial and this and this and that. Let me just digress real quick, right? Diddy ain't doing nothing that Hugh Hefner ain't do before him. Okay, these freak offs and all of that stuff been going on, but see, Diddy bit the hand that fit him. He bit the hand that fed him, so that's why he in the predicament that he's in right now. Because he could have probably had another 10, 20 years of the shenanigans had he not played himself. Anyway, I digress. Let me go back to the subject at hand. So our food supplies, our water supplies, everything, this is for entertainment purposes only, is being poisoned. Every time you turn around, we getting this recall, we're getting that recall. Like, nobody's stopping for a minute and saying, like, what the F is going on here? I could see something happening every so often, once every blue moon, but it's too much stuff that's happening for it not to be a coincidence. And if you know what coincidence means, then it's too much going on for it not to be a coincidence. Okay. In addition to all of that,
hold on real quick. Do you still
huh?
Hold on. Let me talk to the family real quick. Do y'all still believe in coincidences? Do y'all still believe in coincidences?
Not
I
like that
recognize
one.
patterns.
If you
What
are
she's
still
I
saying.
looking
did.
for a coincidence, you are still under propaganda and witchcraft, and there's no hope because there's no such thing as a coincidence, people. No such thing.
Better recognize some
It
patterns.
doesn't exist. It's a made
And
up
this,
word to fool you. It's like the word conspiracy. That's a made up word to fool you,
Yeah.
to get you off the scent. Because
And
it's
coincidence means
always
to
the truth.
coincide. People, I've been indoctrinated and I've been brainwashed thinking that coincidence meant something totally different. Coincidence are things that coincide with each other, that go along for some theory or some
It's a
narrative or
word
some
play.
purpose.
It's a word play,
Okay?
and it's meant to confuse you and then tell you the truth
Exactly.
at the same time. So when anybody says it's
Exactly.
a coincidence, there's no coincidence. There's no coincidence. You see a man and you see another man in the room kissing, and all of a sudden they break away and move away. That's not a coincidence. That's not a coincidence, people. You got to follow
Oh,
the.
and let me throw something at you real quick, right? You ever
It
thought
wasn't
about
me.
why they really wanted to take TikTok from us? Because the information that we get it in real time. We can communicate with someone in Iran or in Alaska or in Maine or at the North Pole, South Pole, wherever, in real time. And it's not scrutinized or edited or watered down by anyone else. We're getting it live, real time, live action. They didn't want that. They don't want us to communicate. They want to keep us. They want to keep us blind. They want to keep us dumb. They want to get, for entertainment purposes only. They, and we know who they are, want to keep us controlled. They want to keep us controlled. And look up those the Emerald Tablets, the Tartarian civilization. Why there was so many libraries burnt throughout history. It's so much stuff hidden from us. Everybody melanated is a star seed. And I really don't want to get too deep into that,
This
but
is for
maybe if
TikTok.
you remember
This is for
anything that I'm saying, entertainment
entertainment
purposes only.
purposes only. TikTok. When you see people start bringing up the emerald, they don't even know about that. They don't even know about that.
Okay,
Keep going. Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead. We're gonna give you a little bit more
But
time. Go ahead.
it's like it's so much in my brain that's not coming out my mouth because I'm so excited and I've been dying to share this with somebody because everybody I talk to look at me like I got 8 heads.
Think
So I
about
just get
this.
to the middle of it and I just stop talking because I'm just like, okay,
Think
well,
about
once
this.
again I'm talking to myself. That's why I'm
Why
so
are
excited
you
to be here
so
talking to you right
excited,
now.
sister? Why are you so? Think about this. Your energy is electrifying. Why are you so excited? And you got some people that are unalive. They're just unalive to the world. They're just going through life with no purpose, no vision, no mission. And you got other people
Just a
who are so
pulse.
excited. I'm not
I'm
listen. I'm
excited
not
because
worried about nothing. Nothing going on. It got me shaken or got me concerned or worried. It's like, man, if y'all wasn't watching, if y'all wasn't paying attention 7 years ago, if y'all wasn't paying attention 15 years ago, if y'all wasn't paying attention 20 years ago, I can understand why you're lost. Because you don't know that we just went through a world shutdown. Did y'all know we just went through a world shutdown and y'all thought it was something? Y'all believed the lie that they told you. But I just had a brother come up here and tell us that, hey man, the money ain't real, and they switched systems on us. It's for entertainment
money
purposes.
never was real. Our money is
They
based off of
switched the
nothing. There's no
system
value
on
behind
us.
the American dollar.
They switched the system on us. They switched systems right before our eyes. We just didn't understand. And then and in 2000 and then 2020, they took all the money out the bank. So there ain't no money in the bank. Ain't no money in the bank.
And everybody should have been suspicious. Sorry to interrupt you, but everybody should have been suspicious of that Bitcoin when they started coming out with that shit. Excuse my language.
Man, Bitcoin, let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. The blockchain technology That's the only real thing we got.
It
Blockchain
should have woke. It
technology.
should have woke people up. You should have been. You should have been for it or against it, but you still
Listen,
should have been something. You
listen.
should something should have piqued your
If
interest. Like,
y'all
what is
don't
this all
know
about?
this, if y'all don't know this, blockchain technology is ancient technology.
Yes, sir.
It's ancient of ancient of ancient. It's the real system. It's where the real money is. It's where the real integrity is. It's where the real transparency is. If you don't know about blockchain technology, if you don't understand that blockchain technology is the only real thing that's moving out here, you lost.
And we think we know wealth. We don't know wealth. Look up. Do your homework on Mansa Musa. Everybody do your research on Mansa Musa. That'll change your way of thinking about the fiduciary system and how our money is valuated. It'll change your thinking about commerce, about just how things are valued and evaluated.
So
How
let me
there's a value placed on things. Think about Mansa Musa. Do your research and watch, and you'll understand how this man just came through. Went to Mecca on his on his way to Mecca. He gave away so much gold. He collapsed someone's financial system. He collapsed Egypt's financial system just by giving away gold. This is how wealthy this man was. So we think we know wealth. No, we don't. And they want to keep these things just for entertainment purposes only. They want to keep this knowledge from us because they don't want us to know who we are. Anyway, I digress.
All right. I understand. Let's get to One Nation. One Nation. Talk to me.
Hey, no, I was just listening to Miss Kitty. Everything she's saying is fantastic. You're right. They're blocking history because they don't want us to know. Because you know the saying, if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. So of course they're taking away history from us. So that makes sense. I mean, some other things.
100 years of lives. We've been under 100 years of lives.
Oh yeah, and they keep us
sad.
fighting with each other. Have you noticed that? Like, I mean, look at your thing in the background. There's always something distracting us, and they keep us fighting so we don't understand. You know, we can't really dig deep.
Yeah. And it's not. Listen, they don't want you digging deep. I'm gonna meet you up real quick because a lot
Yeah,
going
she has some feedback.
on your background, Miss Kitty. But listen, people, I can't listen. All I can tell you is it's time that y'all wake up and do your own due diligence. It's time that you wake up and you start seeking. See, if you don't seek, you won't find.
One question that I have for you, just going back to them constantly, I mean, they're always dangling something in front of our face to make us fight. It's either race, money, education, where we live, the way we speak, everything. And you know what I mean? They come together and they are raising each other up. But as the common citizen, we're constantly fighting. And like, you know what I mean? So do you see that in society as well? Like, it's just think about it. It's more of us than it's more of them. If we actually stop fighting, we could come together and overthrow all that garbage for entertainment purposes only. There was a man who was up earlier and he was saying something. I couldn't make out. He started off talking about God, but then it sounded like he started to bring up the differences again. You know what I mean? So it's, for me, my goal is to help us come together as a people, regardless of our walk of life. Because
here's the problem why it's almost, and I'm not here to burst anybody's bubble. I just want to tell you the truth as I see it. Here's why we can't all agree.
Yeah.
Okay, the reason why we can't all agree is because you bought into a system of white and black.
That's what I'm saying. But God doesn't see us like that. God only sees our heart.
Yeah, and then also you bought into a religion. So there's.
But God doesn't see us like that. God only sees our heart.
Yeah, and then also you bought into a religion. So it's not just.
Absolutely.
religion, politics, race.
So you don't believe in God?
No, I didn't say I don't believe in God. God and religion are not synonymous, are not the same. God and religion is not the same. We've always had God.
But I never mentioned a religion. I only said God.
I'm saying God, but I'm saying you asked us what separates us. You said the man started bringing up things that separate us. I'm saying we'll always be separated because we were born into a system that taught us about race, taught us about religion, taught
And
us
it's
about
called,
politics.
it started long ago.
If you went to school in the United States of America, which is the propaganda machine, okay,
Yeah.
you are heavily propagandized and
Yeah.
heavily under witchcraft, and there's no way. It's almost like to backtrack and change that. That's a very, very difficult task for even the best of us to do. Even
Exactly.
the
And
greatest man to go back and fix that. So now we just have to start where we're at. And the problem is when see your system of justice is different from my system of justice. That's another issue.
What do you mean by that?
What is justice? What is fair? See, if we actually had a real fair playing field, if everything was fair, you know what fair is, right? Balance, equal, right? See, there is no such thing as all men are created equal. We're not all created equal, man. Men and women are not equal. Black and white, they're not equal. Man and man are not equal. Women and women, there are some people who have more talent, some people who have less talent. There's no such thing as equal, but there is such thing as equity. See, if we even the playing field, there are some races that have been put at the bottom that wouldn't be at the bottom. They were just by natural, but just by sheer God, just God blessing a certain group of people, they would automatically rise to the top. But those people are pushed at the bottom. And then the people that say they want fairness, the people that say they're for everybody, they're really not saying they're for everybody. They're for upholding the old system still. See, if you want the old system to go away, you have to stand on business. And to do that, you have to almost fight against that system. You can't uphold that system and then say, I don't believe in color and I don't believe in race and I don't believe in division. I want everybody to just be this one big melting pot. We've had that experiment already. It's called America and it's already failed. It's failing.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Yeah, that's not what I'm saying at all.
It's failing right now. That system that of all men are created equal under the Constitution, under God, indivisible, in the Republic, to which it's failing.
I'm not saying that. I agree with you there. But what I'm saying is our focus is primarily on these differences when our focus should just be going about life and just being kind to each other and loving, using the eyes of God. I'm not saying go out and preach about all of these things that's keeping us fighting with each other while we have this big group above us who's taking control over everything and actually destroying us all. And while we're fighting and bickering, it's kind of like if you were
somebody help her out. Somebody help her out. Who wants to help her out against me?
I am.
His background. There's a lot of background.
Let me meet some people up that I think, okay, there you go.
Yeah. What it reminds me of is when parents go through a divorce, right? And the parents are fighting each other. The kids are the ones who get hurt the most. You know what I mean? When we have these big entities over our head doing what they're doing, we're the ones who's getting hurt the most. That's all I'm saying. It's just boiling it down real simple. Nothing more than that, just boiling it down to that, period. And as long as we keep seeing everything they're dangling in front of us, how are we ever going to rise above it? We can talk about what the old system was, what the new system was, what the felling system is, but until we take steps to do something about it, then we're just running our mouth. How do we make the change?
So what's your solution to this change, to bring in equity, to bring in fairness, to bring in
The
white.
first thing we got to do is stop. She just said it in the thing, the distraction. We got to stop allowing the distractions to take place over our own ability to think. The whole point is, as a humanity, as a race, when you practice humanity, I'm not worried about equal, equity, whatever words you're throwing up there, just being good to people, because we all need to survive. Period. No more black, white, rich, poor, dumb, smart, none of that. Just, you see a person in need, help a person in need. You know, I know people always say, oh, you don't sound black, but I'm a black lady. And, you know, I learned about the Willie Lynch mentality many, many years ago in school when I was in college. And they brought that garbage in to make sure slaves never ran away. So what they did is they kept the light complexion slaves in the house, the darker ones in the field, and then that way they were pitted against each other. That carried on for generation after generation. They even used it with the paper bag test years ago when they were letting people into sororities and fraternities.
Are you part of any sorority or fraternity?
No, I'm not. No. I just saw documentaries on it. I never joined when I went to college. I just saw documentaries on it. But the fact is when these larger entities use these psychological warfare against us, they always start with a test group. And when that test group successfully yields the results they want, then it expands. So it started back then, and now it's been expanding just throughout the entire nation. Like you said, our education system. Who collapsed that? Rockefeller. He started it off by generating
entertainment purposes only. TikTok.
Entertainment, yes. By trying to make a workforce. I'm going to tell you something from my personal experience. I have an extensive background in science. I've always loved it.
Can I summarize this real quick?
Yep. Who said that? I didn't hear it.
Okay. Yeah, can I summarize this real quick?
Can I just make this one point, and then I promise I'm done.
Let me just
because I don't want to get derailed. It's really important. I just don't want to get derailed. And so I owned a private school back in my home state. It was STEM focused. And it started small, and then we were growing it. I built an entire chair, a board of chairs. And so one of the members of the board, he was this nationally recognized engineer. And one of the people on the board, she was so starstruck by this man. She said, I can't believe you got him as a board member. How did you do that? I said, he contacted me. He heard about my program. And she was just in awe. He's sitting here with us. And so I'm going through the layout of the school that I want to set up, this new charter school. And I'm telling him we need to make it so that we start the kids at age 3 and prep them to walk into any elite school they want, any Ivy League. And you know what that man said? He stopped me and said, don't do that. And I said, why? He said, because if you make it so that every kid has a shot at the Ivy Leagues, who will take out the trash? And I was like, this bastard is off my board. This is what I'm saying. So these separations, these techniques have been used on us for years. And as long as...
Let me say this. Let me jump in and say this, because that's a great point. Listen, the theory that there's that the scarcity theory, that there's not enough resources, that's a lie, family.
I know. I agree with you there 100%.
The scarcity mentality that says only a few people can be at the top and we need people at the bottom, that's a scam.
I know. That's why I'm still building my program now without that bastard, and I'm releasing it to the entire United States instead of one state.
We need to depopulate. That's a scam.
I know. I know.
The whole climate thing, that's a scam.
I know. I agree with you. That's what I mean about the distractions. They keep dangling distractions in front of us. The only thing we need to be talking about is humanity. being good to other people, period. It just simply boils down to that. A lot of the freelancers I work with are in other countries. I'm listening to my freelancers with their little nephews and stuff running in the background. A baby makes the same sound no matter where that baby is born. Children are children, people are people. We all need love, support, help, and the basic necessities to live.
Okay,
Humanity is what we need.
I'm gonna
Nothing.
say this. That's and listen. There's some things I can agree with you, and there's some things I can push back on. I think
Sure.
I think your mindset is in the right place. Humanity. We all need to be one nation under God, individual. And all that stuff sounds good, but it's just, to me, it's not practical because
It's not because of the
let me say,
society we grew up in.
right. And let me say this: people have always been tribal. Okay, it's gonna be it's very hard to break that mentality.
You're right.
Americans don't get along with the UK. That's just
You're
what
right.
it is.
And we're part of the animal kingdom. So that competitive nature is there.
And that's
You know
what
what I mean?
So I live in the real world, is what I'm saying, and I'm not throwing shots at you or anything like that. I think
I
that's
get it.
great
But
ideology, but I want people to understand
Hello?
that we live in the real world, okay, and we have to move like that,
yeah, no, and you're right. You're right. And
we
the
can't
nice
create
thing is
All right, y'all killing me right now.
we can't create
Uh-oh.
this. I wish we could have this utopia that you're talking about.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's going to be this utopian society. I'm just simply saying that, listen, the point is we all have basic necessities and we just need to respect others' need to live. And if we,
I'm dying to say something right now.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I just real quick. I don't even want to interrupt this.
Hold on, Miss Kitty.
Please.
Just be real
10
quick.
seconds.
Just be real quick. I'm
Okay.
gonna let you speak. But I got you,
Okay.
I got Rachel, I got other people that need to come in. But go ahead.
Yeah, and I did say I was going to
Can I
stop
get 10
talking after
seconds?
that.
Can I get 10 seconds? I promise I'll keep it 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Okay, and go. About that a-hole that was at your school, I understand exactly where you were coming from, how you were turned off about his points of view about, okay, who's gonna take off the garbage. Me personally, I would have kept him right there with me because I would have got an inside look, knowledge, and firsthand experience on how the others think, move, operate, project, etc., etc. You see what I'm saying? Because
He had too much power. He came in on my board and he brought in a big corporation with him. If I would have kept him, he would have pushed me out and they would have taken control. That's why.
Okay. Well, I don't know all the particulars about that situation. But if I was in a situation where I had power and control over how much access he had, if I was the 𝗔𝗯ance in some capacity, I would have kept him on because
You're right.
I want to know firsthand how you mofos think,
I
how you
wish-
mofos act,
I wish
how
I
you
had-
mofos, you know what I'm saying, project. So
Yeah.
I would have kept him in some capacity, in some
I
way,
wish-
just so I get that view from that angle. You understand
You're
what I'm
right.
saying? Like, if that
You're
makes any sense.
Absolutely, you're 100% on, and I wish that I could have kept him, but he would have been too powerful.
Right,
he was
I get it.
nationally known. He had
No,
came
I get
in.
it.
Yep, he came in with a corporation behind him.
No, mommy, you don't
to
gotta
assist.
repeat it. I get it.
Yep.
I promise I was gonna keep mine at 10 seconds because I got something to say and I gotta wait my turn for later.
I want to
But thank
stay
you
in
for
touch
letting
with
me
you.
add that.
And Miss Kitty, I followed you. Can you follow me back? I want to stay in touch with you. The
Okay.
way you think, I absolutely love, and I think you and I could come together to really make some powerful shifts in
Yes,
what
yes.
we're seeing here. We need
Yes.
we need to come together.
Let's get in contact off the mic so that he can have his show back, okay?
You know what?
Yep.
You know what?
And we're gonna talk, okay, mommy?
You know
Yep,
what,
I
y'all?
appreciate you. Thank you.
I love
All
this.
right.
I love this sisterhood that's being built on this panel right now. You see that?
Miss
Of
Kitty ain't no
course.
joke.
You need to
Listen to the power in her voice. I gotta hook up with her.
Yes.
Oh,
Listen, I'm building this system to help our kids academically. This one man called it the Noah's Ark of STEM. I am killing myself every day to try to fix our
Listen,
education system.
let me tell you like this. Instead
Well,
of working, hold on, let me say this, y'all. Instead of working within the educational system, work outside the educational system.
What do you mean?
yes.
Oh, you mean get into politics?
No. Listen to what I'm saying. We need to go back to mentorship and apprenticeship. That's the best. That's the listen. The old ways that we think we trying to advance and take to the next level. The simplicity in the old ways has always been the best. Mentorship and apprenticeship is where we need to be.
That's what not God didn't place that on my heart.
We have technology. Say that again.
God didn't place that on my heart. He might have placed it on yours. You got to do that part.
Okay.
That's your part, honey.
Okay.
But in our melanated new world order, there's a place for all of us.
It is.
Fair enough.
And we all have a different calling.
Here's the thing, and I gotta let other people speak. But here's the thing, people. If you're still working within the educational context of this old system, you're never gonna be preparing your children for the future because we have technology here. Did you know that kids can actually learn at their own place, at their own pace? If you give them a worksheet and a roadmap, they can actually teach and educate themselves. Did you know that the YouTube University is real? You can learn a lot of things just by going to
Yes.
Did you know that all this accreditation stuff is just a scam? It's just paperwork. At the end of the day,
I was just talking about this 3 days ago. Oh my God. Babe, you should hear this.
all you need.
Oh my God. You need to wake up.
All you need is experience and skills. You want to become confident? You know where your confidence comes from? It comes from being competent. The more competent you become, the more confident you are. It's
called industrious.
It's just by sheer nature.
This is crazy. I just had this conversation too.
If you're still going the route of school, let me tell you what happens when you send your kids to school. You go ahead and send your kids to school if you want to. Especially the school system that they got going on right now. Education is called indoctrination. I'm not moved by degrees on people's wall because that just means they got indoctrinated.
And I agree. Like I see someone with a PhD, it means nothing to me.
It means nothing. It means nothing. But if you have critical thinking,
like I see someone with a PhD, it means nothing to me.
It means nothing. It means nothing. But if you have critical thinking skills, the ability to discern, if you have
this is all for educational purposes only.
Divide the matrix.
Correct.
That's more valuable.
But that's what my system. That's what I'm building.
You know that sister that wrote the movie The Matrix? She understood the assignment.
But that's exactly that's what I'm building.
She knew how to pass a movie through the Hollywood system, the Hollywood cult system, and tell a message without them knowing what's going on. That movie Sinners, if y'all need to go back and watch, matter of fact, y'all can stream Sinners now, the movie Sinners. That should be like your blueprint from now on when you watch movies. Because there's so many Easter eggs in the movie Sinners. How he was able to get that past Hollywood, the genius of how that thing was written out and how he was to get that past Hollywood, because they're still scratching their head wondering why it's the box office hit. They're still like, why is this about vampires?
I gotta watch it. I haven't seen it yet.
Why is this movie about vampires so popular? Well, you can stream it now. You can actually buy it. Buy the movie on Amazon. Buy the movie on Net. I think you can buy it on any streaming platform they got right now. Just buy the movie. It's a good buy. And understand that is the blueprint to decipher what's really going on. Because there's the real world, and then there's the world they try to tell you. You know, we're not living in this utopia. We gotta live in the real world, and we have to come with real strategies against this real world. Because that utopia world, that's gonna be built. But right now, we need to keep it in the mind. And we need to focus on what's actually real and run the play that we have in front of us. We got pieces on the board that's scattered out that we don't even know what to do with them. We got to figure out what to do with those pieces because that's in the real world.
And that's why the only way we can do that successfully, because everyone has a different amount of experience, right? My background, I used to
waiting here for a minute.
Can I return? I'm impatient with waiting.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm going to stop talking.
Yeah, we gotta let our brother talk, man. We gotta let our brother talk. Go ahead, user.
Yeah, I'm dealing with some smart mind. All you all are very smart and intelligent. Someone mentioned the Admiral Tablet of Paul. And if we read it and keep reading it, then all the key slides in there. All is mine and everything is mine. If we do understand how the universe works, that we control everything, especially we the one with the suit, the male. You know, I just want to leave it there for entertainment purposes. The male inside by the pine in our head. So you got to understand everything is a reflection. The universe, what you ask for, the universe will take it and give back to you. At one point in time, we all grow this creation as spiritual people, and we give it to a lesser being, people. And we all grow it. At some time, we said, okay, we will wake up at this time. So we set different clocks for awakening, which is right now. And now we awaken slowly. So we all grow it. Remember, we
They
all
can't
grow it. So we
understand
got
what
to
you're
take
saying.
back over.
They can't understand what you're saying, so I think you got some
We
background
said
noise.
we outgrow this planet before, so we went to sleep and gave it to another people. And these people here, that's why they doing the studying, National Geography and all that, trying to find out. But we all know about everything, so we understand that everything is mine and mine is everything. So we got to start look. We are the cosmos. We got to look into the cosmos, reflect our thoughts, so it can reflect.
All right, man. I'm just gonna have you come back up. I don't know what's going on, man. We can't understand. We can't understand what you're saying. I don't know if it's the background noise or what's going on, but we can't understand. So we're gonna
Hi.
move on. You can request back up. Rachel, go ahead, Rachel. Let me talk to Rachel.
Hi. So I saw your picture there, and it's definitely a distraction, I think, what Elon and Trump are doing. But anybody who
Yeah.
supports this administration, you're a joke, honestly. I can't believe people still support Trump. It's ridiculous.
Okay. Tell me why you don't support Trump. If you want to go there,
Oh,
let's get into
number
it.
one, because immigration. Everything he's doing is corrupt.
You're for
It's
immigration.
I'm not for immigration. No, I'm against it. What
So
he's
you're
doing is not right.
so you're against the way he's doing it, but are you for people flooding the zone and coming into the country illegally? Are you for that?
I'm for everybody having a better life. That's what I'm for.
Okay. At whose expense, though? They're having a better life.
Right.
At
Well, they
whose
come in, they
expense?
pay millions of tax dollars into our economy. They work
But they're
hard.
also taking that money out. They're having a better life.
Right.
At
Well,
whose
they come in, they
expense?
pay millions of tax dollars into our economy. They work
But they're
hard.
also taking that money outside. They're also that money outside their
Wait,
economy.
what?
There's also not a vetting system that's able to vet these people.
Yeah.
We don't know what type of people are coming into this country. So what do you mean? I mean, are you for Americans or are you for immigrants?
Okay.
Yeah, she's
That's
just
the
trying to
question.
change the whole script.
Hey,
That's some baloney. How you
see
gonna
how
take our tax money and take care of other
you
people?
see how it goes? You see how it goes? They can't
Dude,
handle straight talk. They just
Yeah.
that doesn't even, I
they
don't
can't
understand
handle
people
straight
who are
talk.
for that. It's
They can't.
like you said, at whose expense? I listen, I
They
used to
don't
live
care. They
I
don't
used to live
care.
abroad. I used to live abroad. I lived in another country. It was a communist country. Okay, you guys can kind of figure out which country. They don't even put, I have never seen another country put a foreigner ahead of their own people. Never. And then take the tax money of those people and break them down and rise the other people up. And granted, listen, we are a nation built on immigration, but you need to come in the right way and pay your way in. You can't come in under some
Are
gate.
you do you have is that a Dallas accent I'm sensing?
I have no idea what my accent is. I'm from the Midwest.
You're from the Midwest. Okay. Where's your family from?
My dad was from Alabama, so maybe you're catching that. And my mom was from Chicago.
Okay. You just sound like you have that Dallas accent. I'm like, is she?
I might. I don't know. I never even been to Dallas.
Okay. All right.
But I'm just saying, listen, I'm for everyone having a better life, but not while tearing someone else down. Period.
Okay. Fair enough. You know, man, if you go build a nation so we can move to it. You go build a nation.
you know, I'm gonna work with Miss Kitty. We on it. That's our Miss Kitty. That's our to-do list. That's the first thing on our to-do list.
Empowering our sisters today. I love it. Okay, let me go to well, Marcos. Marcos, are you ready, Marcos?
Yes, sir.
Okay, talk to me, man. Is Musk protecting his money, or are you fighting for America, man? What's going on, man? Talk to me.
I mean, if you want to do what's right, you fight for America. Cause me, I was married to an illegal, and I got divorced because she ended up cheating on me with my brother. But I paid for her lawyer. You know, because I was fixing her papers, and she said, you know what, I don't need papers from you, and now she can be deported, and you know what, it is what it is. Illegal is illegal, no matter how you see it. My parents came in
Mhm. So
here
you voted. So you
illegal.
voted for Trump.
Yeah, I voted for Trump.
Are you Hispanic?
Yeah. I've never been out of the U.S. I mean, I've been to
Okay.
Canada and like the border towns, but
Do you do you,
uh
do you speak Spanish?
yeah, I speak Spanish.
Okay. Okay. So you're not
But
that kind. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right.
I mean, it's just common sense. You know, the moment you cross the border, no matter if you've been here, you know, 2 minutes or 20 years, if you came here illegal, that's a risk that you're taking. But people tend to say, okay, you know, I'm here. It's like you know, if you're wanted for a crime, it doesn't matter how much time. I mean, there is statutes and limitations, but if you committed a crime, they're gonna get you sooner or later. And people don't tend to, you know, call it for what it is. You know what I mean? But we're living in times where people are calling good evil and evil good, and you know, there's no common sense. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Connie told. Go ahead, Connie. Connie.
Yeah, I'm here. Hey, good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Elon is trashing out. We got billionaires beefing. What side are
hmm
you on? How do you see
I
things?
think I think Elon is butthurt behind something. They had an argument, a little spat or whatever's going on. But
Okay.
you get mad and you're gonna tell. I'm gonna tell all your secrets now. You know that kind of thing. That's what it's looking like to me.
Man, I mean, didn't he crash? He said Trump was on the Epstein files. That's why we haven't got the Epstein files released, because he's trying this way to get his name redacted
But
out of.
Trump is in the Epstein file. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows he's in there. I mean, that's not. I don't think that's a big secret. It's what's in there. That's the question.
Hmm.
I mean, I just don't understand why, with all of these years, and I'm not a Trump supporter, I'm a New Yorker. I remember seeing Trump when I was a teenager going through Bloomingdale's and stuff like that. I never had a problem with him. I still don't have a problem with him. I just don't think that he's an honest man. That's all. And
Okay.
I don't trust him.
Okay.
And well,
I don't think
my
any of
trust
these
has nothing to do with
politicians
the
are
fact
honest.
that you're absolutely, I've worked with politicians for 33 years. I worked for
None
every
of them
governor of
honest, are they?
Maryland since the 90s. I swear. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to say, you know what? I don't know. I don't know any poor politicians. And I know a lot of politicians. I know a lot of people, period. But there are no poor politicians. How the hell does that happen? I mean, even the ones who get voted out or the ones who kind of just drift. George Santos, he's not poor. How does that happen? So I guess it's the game. I picked the wrong profession, maybe. That's what it is. I don't know. But I'm a recently retired government worker. I got out before Doge hit anybody, so I'm kind of happy with that. But I just don't understand why people trust Donald Trump the way they do. I don't get that. He is like typical clear con man. It's like so prevalent to me. I
Let
don't
me let me
understand it.
let me say this. Okay.
Mm.
Let me say this. I don't trust either party, right? If I'm
Thank
moving
you.
party, I don't.
Same.
If it's Republican or Democrat, hold on, Schmack. I'm gonna just mute you up in the back, and then I'm gonna come to you because you got a loud background. Okay. Okay. Or somebody got who's that with the loud
I think
background?
that's Miss Kitty.
Miss Kitty, I'm gonna mute you up because you got some things going on.
Oh,
Sound like you're having church back there, girl. Sound like you. Okay. So listen, Trump to me is an anomaly,
hmm
because the very fact that he got elected, that he got put in office, that should put people's spidey senses up. Because
Well,
Trump is neither Republican, he's not a Republican, and Trump is not even a Democrat.
He used to be.
He used
he's
to
a
be.
con man.
He used to
That's
be.
right.
He used to be. He used to be. But con man or not, he's very smart. Hold on, Miss Kitty, I gotta mute your mic up. It's just loud back
I'm going
there.
to call it maniacal. You know, I'm sorry. To me, it's
Okay.
like so prevalent. You know,
Well, think about it. There was a book written in the 1800s
Yep.
that almost describes what we're going through to a T. And I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in that. You know, if you believe it, you can believe in it. But nothing just happens by happenstance. There's always something. And Trump is a necessary evil. If you want to, if since you think I'm gonna go with your play that Trump is a con man, he's not a good man, but he's a necessary con man. He's a necessary for what he's doing. Everything he's doing right now, whether you like it or not, is needful. Because
you know, in the grand scheme of things, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely
causing
right.
people to do? First of all, if Trump didn't say fake news, the spell would have never been broken. Understand that.
Yep.
If Trump didn't say fake news, if Trump didn't go after the enemies, which is the CIA and the FBI, we wouldn't have fully really understood what a deep state really is and what was really happening to us. Okay, so he's a
just by
necessary.
circumstance.
He's a necessary evil. And think about
just by
everything that's
circumstance.
going on. And think about everything that's going on in America and society today. What did it cause? It's causing people to finally start talking to each other.
Correct.
People that would have
He
never
removed the
talked to
veil.
each other on the red side, on the blue side, on the black side, on the white side, on the Hispanic side, on the Indian side, on the Asian. We would have never been talking to each other if there wasn't for a Trump. First of all, we just went through a major paradigm shift that happened right before our eyes, and people are still trying to figure out what happened to us in 2020.
New software.
Still trying to figure out what the heck was that all about.
Yep.
The spell has been broken, y'all. We're in a great reset, which is at the
It's
same
been
time
broken for some.
Which is at the same time, the Great Awakening is happening at the same time.
Yeah.
The Great Reset and the Great Awakening is the same thing. Go back and watch that movie Total Recall. If you go back and watch that movie,
One of my favorites. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's really about foundational Black Americans waking up and coming to know who they truly are.
I got a lot of movies to watch because of you now.
Realizing this system is going away, and there's a new system called Mars. With a new set of rules called, which you might as well say is synonymous with the blockchain technology.
Yeah.
That we all are shifting to and going to move to. Blockchain technology has been around longer than us. We just now realizing that it exists. If you go back to the time of the pyramid and the ancient of the ancient, what type of technology do you think they were using? It had to be a system that was transparent. It had to be a system that had integrity. It had to be a system that was intelligently designed.
I teach blockchain. If you go to my profile.
I'm gonna talk to you in a minute, Schmuck. I trust you. I'm gonna
All
talk
right,
to you.
dear.
Or Schmack. I'm sorry. Let me call you Schmack.
I'm excited.
So I teach blockchain too. I don't think anybody understands the blockchain like I understand it. I'm gonna just be honest.
And we need to talk as well, because with that system I'm putting in place,
if you're not building it on the blockchain, ma'am, let me just say like this. If you're not building it on, and if you don't know how to build it on the blockchain, you need to get with people like myself that know how to.
I want to connect with you. Because so I followed you. Please follow me back. I want to chat with you as well, because I want to do what I have to do to help us.
Very good. I am the founder. I am the founder of the first community cryptocurrency called called the FBA coin. If you want to know about it, go to fbacoin.org. It's not a meme coin. It's phenomenally designed. It's built for a community, to repair a community and to restore a community. It's a decentralized bank. It's amazing. There's never been a coin out there like it. So if you want to know,
I hope it catches on. I really
if you
do.
want to know
Especially
about,
if it's gonna benefit everyone. Most importantly.
Well, the software's already been switched over in Washington.
yeah. So if y'all come back on Tuesday, I'm doing an interview with the guy that invented the Murray Math trading system. He's going to be on my platform. If you guys ever heard of that, if you guys know that, if you guys ever want to know how stocks, bond, mutual funds, and cryptocurrency and all that stuff works, you need to understand what Murray Math trading system is. And I'm also bringing on another guy who's going to talk about the quantum financial system. Now, there's a conspiracy kind of with that, but I always say this: if conspiracy is a government word and is used to throw you off the trail. So anytime you hear something like that, I'll just say this: you want to do your due diligence and you want to investigate. If you don't have that due diligence and investigative mind and that critical thinking in your heart, then you're never going to come to the truth. So I'll always say, don't believe nothing I say. Investigate everything. Inspect what you expect. That's what I would say. Inspect always what you expect. Never take anything at face value, because there's always
excellent concept. You know, that's the basis of effective research. That's what I did for my career. I had to research. That was my job, to research before the governor of Maryland said anything. They had to come through us. We had to make sure that they knew what they were talking about. But I agree with what you're saying. I totally agree.
This page usually attract people with, I try to bring high intellect to the conversation. I try to bring logic to the conversation. So it usually attracts that type of group. If you really are low vibrational, you usually just weed yourself out. But I try to have high level conversations over here. I always say, when emotion is high, intelligence is low. Don't bring your emotions, bring your intellect. Bring your intellect, and we can have some real game, and we can have some real conversations here, and we can get it going. But blockchain technology, that's the Mars.
Can I ask where you're from?
That's why everybody's trying to go to Mars. If you ever hear Mars, just understand that they're really saying blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is interplanetary, intersystem. It works in any realm you want to call it. Blockchain technology is the only real system that is out.
Is your background in finance?
Blockchain technology is a gift from God. Say again?
I'm asking you, is your background in finance?
How did you know? I'm
not saying it like that. Where are you from, young man?
I'm from California. 13 years as a financial advisor out here. 13 years. I've worked on 300 megawatt data centers. I've actually built and designed a blueprint for the 300 megawatt data centers for some Chinese people, Chinese millionaires and billionaires, and don't ever work for them, because they're just going to steal your work.
Thank you. I used to live there. I can attest to that.
There's a reason why.
I don't care how humble and how integrity they sound. When it comes to dealing with them, if you're not part of their group, you're always going to be on the outside. I'm going to say it like that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I learned that.
He's telling the truth.
I learned the hard way.
Wouldn't it be cool if we had financial literacy as a mandate in schools? We would be awesome.
I'm all for that. But see, I'm very simple. First, I have a book, a link on my profile called "Why Ball on a Budget When You Can Budget and Ball." I believe in budgeting. It all starts with budgeting your money. If you can't save $1,000 a month, you're broke.
I'm broke.
Minimum.
Yes.
No, but too much. You guys,
I don't care how much money you make. I don't care.
It's not too late.
I don't care how much money you make. You can make $100,000, $200,000. If you can't save a minimum of $1,000 a month, you are broke. You have to get in the habit of saving money.
It's not how much money you make, it's how you manage it.
Yeah, saving money is even more important than investing money. Let me say it again. Saving money is even more important than investing money. That discipline alone of just saving, getting in the habit of saving and teaching yourself delayed gratification, that's more important than anything. Everything else, if you just want to be rich and a millionaire, great, you'll be broke. You'll still be broke. You'll just be broke making a lot of money.
Yeah.
But
Very true.
but that budget mentality, that mentality that says I need to manage things correctly, I need to discipline myself, I need to walk this. Okay. I gotta walk and move a certain way. That's that's more important than money, because money isn't real. If the moment you realize money isn't real, you understand what I'm talking about. Money's not real. It's fake. This system that we're on is fake. It's not real. It's not real. You go to the bank right now, you're pulling out credit. You're not pulling out money. You're not pulling out anything real or tangible. You're pulling out paper notes that they've already loaned out. It's called fractional banking. Y'all got to wake up and understand that this system that we're under, it's you see this right here. If this is not an indicator that the system is that this is all for entertainment purposes only, that this is really just a political theater being played out in front of us, I don't know what to tell you. But I will say this.
Yep.
The move that Trump is making and moving us over to and investing in blockchain and moving over to the blockchain, that lets me know he's not dumb.
Yep.
That lets me know he's, we can call him a con man or something, but whatever's going on, that is, there's a play being made. Let me tell you something. The reason why your politicians are never broke is because they're in on it. That's the real insider trading. That's how Nancy Pelosi can be worth millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, because she's in on it.
I am totally inclined to believe that. I can't say, but I got to tell you something. I got to tell you one thing that happened. I'm in Baltimore. You know what Johns Hopkins Hospital is? They're one of the biggest medical research hospitals in the country.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not too far from there.
Of course.
Now, there was a time where the whole neighborhood, everything around there was blighted. It was really bad, really poor ghetto. I mean, dilapidated housing. They went in there, and only the politicians knew about this, because I was working with them. I didn't know the in-depth of it. They all went in there and they purchased up all these properties at a low, really, really cheap. And now that area is like a utopia. People, it's like the $1 million houses now. And all of them was purchased by the people who were negotiating. And they didn't let anyone else know. I was working with them and I had no idea, because I would have bought into it. They told no one. Not all of them are retired and gone and rich, and we're left here.
Who do you think is the first corporation in this government structure? Who do you think the first corporation is?
What do you mean?
Who do you think is the first corporation in this government structure? Who do you think is first to get the business?
The U.S. government.
America is a corporation, people. Politics.
There's land law and maritime law.
And they just
totally board members.
Yeah.
So of course, all business is going to go through them before it gets to us. See, we just get out we just get the business that they hand out. We just get the leftovers.
Yeah,
what's left
exactly.
over.
That's exactly what it felt like. Yeah.
But why do you think everybody wants a government contract above all other contracts?
Mm-hmm.
It's premium.
Mm-hmm. Did I hear that
premium leads? You got your premium leads, right? And then you got the rest of the leads. Everybody wants premium leads. They don't want to deal with the cold calling, and they want to deal with the people that's ready to buy right now. That's what the government does. All deals go through them first.
Did you hear anything about Trump canceling Elon Musk's government contracts or threatening to do it?
Yeah.
Do you still think he'll do it? You think he'll do it?
Well, hold on. We're talking about Trump here. Trump can't be controlled. We're talking about Trump here. Of course he'll do it. Trump is all about leverage. Trump plays that game. He's all about leverage. I think the beauty about Trump, this is the beauty about Trump. He can still be he can pretend to be the everyday man while he's still a billionaire. He knows how to play to y'all thinking he's dumb. He knows how to play that. He knows how to make you believe he's dumb just like everybody else. He plays into that. The hair, everything. It's all playing in. He's playing a character, but at the end of the day, the brother's sharp. The brother, he knows what's going on. He's in tune. He's making moves. You know, all
You don't
these
think that's evil?
It's not about evil, man. Let me tell you something. Narcissists are narcissists are people who believe that only they are smart. They're the smartest one in the room. You kind of if you're running a government, you kind of want somebody that believes they're the smartest person in the room. Now,
they believe their position is
There's nobody
providential.
smarter than everyone. There's no one that's smarter than everyone.
That's the difference. That's the difference that puts you in the top of the leader. See, I've been around 100 millionaires. I've been around billionaires. I've been around
So have
millionaires.
I.
And I'm telling you, this is what I always say: millionaires work for billionaires.
Yeah.
It's a pecking order. It's a system. They're henchmen. 100,000aires are henchmen for millionaires.
New money works for old money.
Yeah, all these people are trying to get close to each other so they can get summoned up. It's like
Nothing
a
but
mafia.
greed, though.
It's like you got made men, you got the mafia boss, you got the made men, and then you got the henchmen.
But I guess my question, may I ask Connie a question? Why, what is he doing that you're so opposed to? Because if you look at the moves he's making, everything he keeps saying is America first. He's getting rid of foreigners coming into our Ivy League schools. That opens up seats for our kids. He's deporting illegal immigrants who were burdening our system. What is he doing that you're against? With the old administration, I mean, come on, they had an open border. These people were coming in, we're paying their medical bills, their homes, their food stamp. How can we take care of our own family if we're taking care of someone else's? That's kind of like your husband going into the next yard and paying their bills, but you're starving at home. Is he going to have a home to come back to? No, you're going to kick him out. Why would we take care of everyone but our own? And again, I'm all for, remember I said earlier.
I don't know any country that I've been to.
Thank you.
I don't know any country that I've been to that would allow what goes on in America go on there.
Not even. And like I said, I used to live in China.
Yeah, when I was in Kenya, not to cut you off, ma'am, when I was in Kenya, let me tell you something. You couldn't, if you have barber skills, you can't be a barber in Kenya. You know why? Because that's something that everybody in that country can do. Why do they want you coming in and becoming a barber and taking all the regular people's, you know, why they want you to bring a unique skill to that country. You can't bring a skill that any of their people can do, because if any of their people can do it, guess what they're going to do? They're going to give it to their people, not you.
Correct. And that's what I'm saying.
I'm so sorry. I got a call, guys. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back.
Yeah. And when I used to live in China, you know what you said earlier about you can't turn your back. They take your ideas. I went over there. Remember I told you about the school I was starting? Okay. I went over there to release this product that I'm building here. When I got there and I found out how they ran businesses for foreigners, I said, I'm getting the heck out of here. They force you to have a Chinese partner who owns 51% of your company. And do you know what has happened to every single person who went over there and started a business? As soon as that business is thriving, they get kicked out of it. You don't have a...
Yeah.
What?
They get you about the paint. They boot you.
Yep. And you know what happened when I was there? It was so hard to get my money out of that country because I had made so much money over there that I had to trust people that I didn't know. I had to give my money to someone else so they could wire it to me.
Pay to play.
Y'all better ask Jack Ma why he disappeared and came back. Y'all better ask that brother. Listen, I don't care if you listen. Let me tell you. Okay.
Hey, Too Much. Can I?
TikTok. Hold on. TikTok. This is for entertainment purposes only. I gotta say, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay.
Right.
I mean, it's pure entertainment. Let me tell y'all something. If China wants to activate any of its Chinese citizens that's over here, they can do it. They can.
There you go.
They can become an SPY right away, because the moment and they have all the cards, because if you say no, your family in China is done for. So
And he's
anybody who is Chinese in America, they can be activated for that Chinese government at any moment.
that's why they have police in Texas. Do you know they have Chinese police stationed in Texas? Did you know that?
It's for entertainment purposes only. TikTok. We just. This is for giggles and jokes. Yeah. It's no other country runs like this country, y'all.
Nope.
No other country.
And they own our farmlands, and and again, entertainment purposes only. Because I live there, I have a lot of friends over there. I have this one friend who is a pharmacist, and he works for this company where they make medicine that comes here. He told me years ago, Karen, they're making the medicine the wrong way. It's going to unalive people. You need to tell someone. I thought he was lying.
Only entertainment. We're just. This is just to entertain people. We're not.
We're just kicking the can.
Everything is alleged. We're not serious.
Well, and I still have contact with that person, and now that I see who's in office, I think it's time for entertainment purposes only that we might want to share the names of those companies. Who's making the medicine wrong and sending it here. So, yeah. And like you said, they'll smile in your face. But when you grow up in that type of society where the thumb is on you all the time, you become quite passive aggressive. And that's what you're seeing. That's the norm. And the one thing that I've noticed since coming back to the U.S. is that we are now becoming that country slowly. If you see all the apartment buildings going up and the prices of single family homes that are just rising, that's exactly how it was over there. You could get a 2,000 square foot single family home for $5 million. That's a joke because they wanted to make sure the elite was completely separated from the working class.
Yeah.
But they had tons and tons of apartment buildings. And the one thing that I noticed here, and I don't know where you guys are all located, but this has been a recent addition, like the end of May add-on. I go to this one pharmacy and pick up a prescription once a month. Every month, it's been the same little icons, the Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. At the end of May, Alipay was there. Alipay is the Chinese payment system. So they're slowly bringing it in. And they own so much of our farmland, I think almost all of it. You would never be able to buy land
from USDA. Did y'all hear about the lady from USDA?
No, I haven't heard.
Y'all haven't heard about the Chinese lady from USDA? TikTok, this is entertainment purposes only, brought in some type of fungus that destroys crops. Did y'all hear about that?
I'm not surprised.
Y'all should Google that. She worked in, okay, let me tell you like this. Why is it that people who have an immigrant background are in high positions in these corporations?
Thank you.
Is that a
So
joke?
glad you said that.
I think y'all
Thank
need
you.
to wake up. I think y'all
Thank
need to
you.
wake up. Entertainment purposes only, TikTok. Entertainment purposes only. But no other country in no other country will they allow that.
Nope.
And they're also in high government positions as well.
And tech.
Where are you from?
Especially in tech. No, where are you from, sir?
Yeah. Are you from America?
Where are you from, sir?
Do you reside in America?
Are you from America, sir?
I am from America.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
What is this anti-immigrant?
Oh, dude, come on. Don't come up here with that garbage.
No, I am going to come up here with that garbage.
No one wants to hear
You sound
it.
a little
What do you
moist,
mean?
brother. First of all, you got to put some
That
bass
big
in.
ass flag on your fucking... Get the fuck out of
You
here.
need to go away, dude. Go away. If you're not about American first, get out of here. No one needs
That's
this.
wild.
Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Seriously.
It-
Listen, we're
you
the
sound a little
only
moist
idiots in
anyway.
the entire world who will shoot ourselves for the lives of someone else who is coming in to hurt us. Don't you see what these people have done? Look at the crime rate. How many women and children have been attacked? Come on. Have them come in the right way. This is baloney. Anyone who pushes for that, that tells me you're either heavily indoctrinated or you're getting paid by the other side. Or you're part of that party. And we have a party here. I can't take it.
Let me hear from Alfonso. Alfonso, go ahead, brother. You've been waiting patiently, brother. Go ahead.
I've been waiting too.
I'm sorry. Let me go back. Hold on real quick, Smack. Go ahead,
Right.
Smack. It's
No,
on
that's
you.
cool. Go ahead.
No, go
Alfonso
ahead.
can have the floor.
It's on you. It's on you. You're right. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I just want to maybe spread some hope that not all is lost. It's really great that Too Much is from the finance sector, and he's also in blockchain. So I do encourage the chat to add him. And is it Tuesday? You're going to kind of break out the blockchain for everybody?
Well, Tuesday, I'm bringing on, I'm going to interview a guy named, I think T. Hinton Murray. He invented the Murray math trading system.
Nice.
Okay.
So everybody try to rearrange your schedule and get around these luminaries out here that know blockchain, because that is the next system, the next software. That's what Doge did a couple of weeks ago. They're redoing the financial sector, not only here, but worldwide. And if you Google blockchain and tokenization and all that, you'll see BlackRock, Fidelity. They're all doing
Think
it.
about that. Why
having said that,
companies
I got the
moving
smoke.
over to blockchain?
I got the smoke for you, Too Much.
Give me the smoke. Give me the smoke.
Here we go. So get around these luminaries like him, me. I've got other people that you can talk to that won't be shilling or selling you anything. We're just educating you on the new system. And there's hope for you, even if you don't have a lot of money, to leverage, whatever you're spending on your coffee at Starbucks or a Big Mac. Delayed gratification, like you said, Too Much. Start whittling safe boundaries, financial literacy, and start taking that $5, $10, and a dollar cost average into these projects on the blockchain. Not financial advice. And then also about the politics that you talked about earlier. The two-party system isn't working, and I believe birds of a feather flock together. They're both the same entity, and they're there to distract the base. So start educating yourself on that. And then also,
we need a new party called the Foundational American Party.
Yeah. Like George Carlin said it, he was a comedian. He says, we have the illusion of choice. We have 31 flavors at Baskin Robbins. We have 15 different coffees, but we have two parties. There's a problem there. So look into that, but also look at diversifying your portfolio. Even if it's starting a side hustle or a business, the taxes that you can get are amazing, and Too Much will probably break that down Tuesday. Everybody should have some kind of LLC or S corporation as a tax haven. That's what the rich do. Do what the rich do. The game book's out there. It's fully disclosed what the wealthy do. We need to start mirroring that so we can get free from the matrix, get our kids free from this. Wouldn't you agree, Too Much?
I agree, man. I don't listen. If you're still sending your children to school, and then you wonder why your kids come back with an attitude towards you, then that's it right there. You send your kids to school, they come back with an attitude.
Right.
That's what's going to always happen, because they're not there to teach or train your kids. They're there to propagate, to program those children.
Right.
The workforce.
Careful. The system is trying to teach hive mentality. Go to school, get an education, work for the man. And like Too Much said earlier, 200 years ago, either you owned your own business or you were an apprentice to learn how to own your own business. So think about that a little bit. And then also thirdly, and I'll back out of here, I'm following you Too Much, so we'll talk again, is I know there was star seed thrown around. I'm more of faith-based, and I won't get too churchy, but I'm going to say everybody in the chat, we are all royalty. We all sit at the king's table. We get the king's benefits. We are blessed. Don't forget that. Open that inner eye. Start seeing the world how it really is. and start thinking and manifesting, because you are what you think. Thank you.
Thank you. So let
Thank
me.
you for saying that.
Yeah, so let me say this, people. This world that you're living in, you know, there's fiat money, and then there's actually minerals, commodities, and things that actually matter. As long as you're on the fiat system, they can control you. You know, you know what the fiat system reminds me of? It reminds me of sharecropping back in slave time, right? You're a sharecropper. They didn't really give you money. They gave you these little wooden tokens, and that's where you can only spend those wooden tokens at. The company store. You work for the company. The company owns the liquor store. They own the gas station. They own the clothing. They own everything. And those tokens that they were giving you were not really worth any money, but they gave you these wooden tokens after you did all your sharecropping, and then you go buy everything at the company. You only buy at the stores that accept. It's like EBT. You can only go where EBT is accepted. You can't go anywhere else. That's really your fiat money. That's really what it is. It only works in this system. But when you get off this system and you go to the real system, this is where the true money is. See, to me, it's not about gold standard or silver standard. It's about value. Hold on, Tate. I gotta mute you up, man. I don't know what's going on in your background. Sound like you're fighting with some squirrels or something. I don't know what's going on. It's about value. I actually like the barter system because it's fair. I give you something of value, you give me something of value. We make a fair exchange. Fair exchange, no robbery. That's actually the real money system. I like the blockchain because the blockchain, it's value for value. You do this, and I'll give you this. It's fair, it's true, it's transparent, it's real. It's real. All this fake money that they got people running around for, man, I'm telling you, somebody's in the back room laughing at us all because they got us playing a game, and they can just give you monopoly money, and you believe it's real. So I caution you guys to going back to billionaire beef. Listen, man, in my opinion, I think I'm not saying Trump is right, but I think Elon has been compromised. Elon's been compromised. Black eye, no coincidence. All of a sudden he flips. I mean, Elon fully knew what Trump was going to do and what Trump was. Elon was not in the dark. Elon knew that Trump was going to remove the everybody must go EV, everybody must go electric bill. He knew that. So for him to know that and then to turn the way he's turning, that means they got to him. Now Trump is a body double. Now Trump is on the Epstein file. Now Trump is this. I mean, it's more coming out. This brother's just going to crash out. I mean, what more does Trump have to do? Trump brought in some South African boers for you, brother. Trump brought in some South African boers, and we know they living on the high hill over there. If you ever been to South Africa, you know there's no oppression of those people over there. They're in the top 1%. And the 50 that came, you already know those. They're broke. They're the broke. They're the ones that want to get out because they're broke in a country where they're supposed to be at the top. So of course they want to leave. But he brought over some boers for you, brother. And you're still not happy. You knew he was going to change the H-1B visas, which you were against also. You and Vivek were actually on the same team on that. But you knew what Trump was going to do. And you got in bed with him anyway. So I don't think Trump flipped. I think Elon flipped. I think Elon's been compromised. I think Elon might be on some secret file that we don't know about, because Elon is pretty much like a Diddy. Elon is a Diddy. The moment you start doing drugs, you're compromised. I'm gonna just say it like that. You are compromised. And I think the advantage that Trump has over all these politicians and over everybody, if I think the one strong advantage that Trump has over everybody is he doesn't drink and he doesn't do drugs. That's his advantage. Everybody else is a puppet to those things. Everybody else is being controlled by those things. Don't make me crush y'all world about Obama. Don't make me do that, because I will. I'll leave that for another time, but Obama's not a good man either. So Trump is a necessary evil. He's a Nebuchadnezzar type. He's meant to swat all the flies of our enemies. If you're FBA, you know what I'm talking about, of our enemies. And we need to let him do it. Let him do it. Do not intervene. Let this man do it. We're not going to like everything he's doing. We're not going to understand every play he's running. As long as he's bringing in surplus to the country. He's bringing in surplus. The guy went to the Middle East and brought back billions, trillions of dollars, y'all. Who can say, what president has done that? What president can go over to the Middle East, remove sanctions, and come back with billions? Never been done before. Never been done before. So I'm not a Trump bandwagoner or anything like that. I'm just seeing the field for what I'm trying to be as fair as I can with this field. I'm trying to be as fair as I can with these. I'm trying to be critical of both sides. And in my assessment, both sides need to be destroyed. And if I'm looking at what Trump's doing, he's actually doing it. He's destroying both political parties at the same damn time. That's also never been done.
I find that interesting you say that. I didn't make that connection before, but let's say for kicks and giggles, this is a ploy between Elon and Trump, keeping people distracted. And like you said, he's destroying both parties at the same time. Elon Musk just put out there on X, we need a new party.
Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Yep. Because isn't that what we really need? Yep.
And now they're opening the door to it. That's what they always do.
This is the best time, right? If we ever have, we got a small window to really crank things up and get things going. We got a small window.